Is Gohan Beast stronger than Black Frieza? This is a tough question because we don't know who the Oracle Fish is referring to when he's talking about the most powerful warrior emerging in the universe. Otherwise, I'd just give you an answer within 5 seconds. So, what we're going to do is look at the history of both Frieza's and Gohan's power-ups and their potential being unleashed in the series. Then we're going to look at their fighting styles. And lastly, we're going to just look at the narrative of the story of Dragon Ball Super. And this is how we're going to get our answer today. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. We will start with Gohan, as we are first introduced to him within Dragon Ball Z. At first glance, he is a young boy with no real fighting power or abilities. However, a few episodes later, we do see some of that monstrous power deep within the boy when his father Goku is on the verge of death from Raditz. Gohan explodes with rage and basically KOs Raditz. Now, this is significant because a young kid, who's almost a toddler mind you, whose power level is 1, goes to 710 when he's upset, and then to 1307 battle power in just a matter of seconds when he's angry. So basically, that's 1300 times base power when angry, and this is him as a kid. No training, no nothing. And I show you this to help you understand exactly the kind of power boost this character gets when he's upset and angered. Next, let's talk about Gohan's fight with Perfect Cell. Unfortunately, there are no official power levels after the Frieza saga, but we can scale appropriately with some critical thinking. First of all, after Android 18 kicks Vegeta's ass, embarrasses the Z Warriors, and pretty much all but guarantees the Saiyans have no chance, the 4 Saiyans, Trunks, Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, decide to go into the Room of Spirit and Time, aka the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, to get 1 year of training in 1 day of time. Each and every one of the Saiyans come out of the room dramatically more stronger than they were going in, making all of the androids pretty much jokes at this point. Vegeta and Trunks have ascended to grade 2 and 3 of Super Saiyan, while on the other hand, Gohan and Goku achieved grade 4 of Super Saiyan, or better known as full power Super Saiyan. Now, before we go into Gohan's monstrous power as a Super Saiyan 2, let's stop and think about what I just said. Gohan, who before the Room of Spirit and Time could not even go Super Saiyan, does 1 year of training and surpasses future Trunks, Vegeta, and even his dad, Goku. This is confirmed when Goku and Cell's fight concludes, and Gohan thinks that his dad wasn't going all out. But in fact, he was. He was just comparing his own power to Goku. Full power Super Saiyan Gohan, aka grade 4 Gohan, was the most powerful Saiyan at this point. And mind you, he's only 9 or 11 years old, depending on what source you take the age from. Regardless, it's an incredible feat to jump over the other Saiyans within 1 year at such a young age. Now, let's bring our attention to the Gohan and Cell fight. To put it simply, once Gohan gets mad at the hurting of his friends and the death of Android 16, his true power unleashes Super Saiyan 2, aka grade 5 Super Saiyan, and he is a full-blown monster. Most people underestimate his power here, and the truth is, he is so much stronger than you think. If you watch the fight, he is literally toying with Cell the entire time. Even when Perfect Cell comes back as Super Perfect Cell, Gohan is still insanely stronger than him. Yes, he does get into his own head, has his self-doubt, and this makes him struggle in the ultimate beam clash with Cell. But once Goku gets him in his zone again, he effortlessly obliterates Super Perfect Cell. The point of explaining this part is that even before Super Saiyan 2, he was stronger than all of his family and friends, and arguably close to Cell in power. Then stack a rage boosted Super Saiyan 2 on that, again, at such a young age, with not nearly as much training as Goku and Vegeta. And Gohan is just ruthless. Another huge power up and power leap that I'd like to discuss for Gohan is when he obtained his ultimate form from Elder Kai. Now Gohan, who at the start of the Buu saga was maybe on par with Deborah, if that, literally does one of the biggest power leaps ever. Think about this. SS2, Majin Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 2 Goku were nothing to the fat Majin Buu. Of course, Goku, with his Super Saiyan 3 form, that's a different story. And based on the facts of the manga, he probably could have won. But when it comes to Super Buu, Goku does not want to fight him. In fact, he only insists on Potara fusion with Vegeta to fight Super Buu. And there are several manga pages and scenes in the anime that depict this to be the case. But, okay, what does this got to do with Ultimate Gohan? Well, I mean, he goes into the battlefield and straight up disrespects Super Buu. Again, just like when he fought Cell, he gets arrogant and plays with his opponents. Regardless, the fact of the matter here is that Gohan went from a Deborah power level all the way to an above Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Gotenks and Super Buu level, all by just unleashing all the potential that was deep within him. If that's not the definition of potential unleashed, I don't know what is. Now, before we talk about his beast form, something that I want to showcase is when he gained his fighting powers back in the Tournament of Power saga. This is a very simple segment. He went from barely being able to turn Super Saiyan in the Resurrection of F arc, trained with Piccolo for a day or two, and he could basically go toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Think about that for a second. A day or two of training, and Gohan not only surpasses his power in the Buu arc, but sizes up Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku. That is crazy. Are you now seeing the trend? With only a little bit of training and a rage boost or something to unlock his potential, Gohan skyrockets over a bunch of characters in power, and this can happen at any given time. And with that, let's look at the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie and manga, where this trend is very prevalent again. Gohan in his ultimate form is basically on the same playing field as the Gamma androids. But when it comes to Cell Max, he is no match for Cell Max, and according to Toriyama, Cell Max is very close to full power Super Saiyan Broly's power level, and that took Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta to handle. So I want you to imagine how powerful he is. Then think about Gohan transforming into Beast because he thinks Piccolo has died. He not only defeats Cell Max, he embarrasses him, especially in the movie. Look at the fight. Cell Max can't even punch through Gohan Beast's aura. And then Gohan's special beam cannon goes right through Cell Max's planet-sized blast and hits him right in the dome and kills him. The point of explaining all of these fights and power-ups of Gohan are to elaborate to you how little this kid really has to do to become the most powerful being in existence. You throw in a little training, a little rage, some emotion, and this guy pretty much bodies any enemy that he is facing. Will he body Black Frieza is still the question here today. Well, let's talk about Frieza. Frieza is another being that in the past, especially the recent past, has blew up in power like we never thought was possible. To begin with, let's just start by acknowledging that by the time we are introduced to Frieza and Namek, this guy hasn't done 1 second of training in his life. And he still humiliates all of the Z fighters, even Goku until he transforms into Super Saiyan. And even then, Frieza is still keeping up with Goku until the very end of their fight. And think about this, Frieza literally made transformations to suppress his power. Who does that? Point is, the villain was born with an unnatural amount of power, and then imagine training and developing that power now. Well, I guess actually we don't have to imagine. So let's look at the Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F movie. At the point in time, Goku has fought with both Buu and Beerus, achieving new forms such as Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue. Goku is in a different class at this point in time. And then we got Frieza just strolling in after just 4 months of training and surpasses him with his Golden Frieza form. Yes, by only a little, but he still surpasses Goku. And listen to that again. 4 months, and Frieza goes from Namek Super Saiyan Goku level all the way to a little above Super Saiyan Blue level. That is pure insanity just saying it out loud. Oh, and then move forward to the Tournament of Power, and due to his image training in Hell, Frieza powers up into his true Golden Frieza form, where he can maximize his power without his body giving out. Literally, just from hanging there in a cocoon, training in his head. But wait, that's not the end of Frieza's potential. Let's talk about Black Frieza. I am not going to explain the entire Granola arc here, but just stay with me. Granola, a Cerulean who wants revenge on the Saiyans, makes a wish to be the strongest in the universe. With this wish, he is able to take on Goku in his perfected Ultra Instinct form, and even Vegeta for the most part in his Ultra Ego form. Fast forward to the real enemy of the Granola arc, and that's Gas from the Heaters. Gas's brother Alec makes the same wish for Gas, and Gas is literally dominating Granola, Vegeta, and Goku, even after Goku achieves his new true Ultra Instinct form. But okay, what does that got to do with Frieza? Well, for those of you that didn't read the manga, Frieza shows up and within one shot kills Gas. No problems at all. Remember, Gas is stronger than Goku and Vegeta. Then he taunts Goku and Vegeta by stating that he's obtained this new form, Black Frieza, by training in a dimension similar to the Room of Spirit and Time for 10 years. 10 years. Think about what kind of power up that is. Within 4 months of training, Frieza went from Namek Super Saiyan Goku level all the way to above Super Saiyan Blue level. If you do the math, that would mean within 1 year time, he would achieve 3 Golden Frieza type power-ups, and then do that over the course of 10 years. That's 30 Golden Frieza type power-ups. even if you want to lowball and say that he's not receiving that much of a power jump every 4 months, he still is training for 30 times the amount of time he did to achieve the Golden Frieza form. So if you just think about it, his power has to be literally at least 10 times what it was as Golden Frieza. And again, I think I'm lowballing there. But put it this way, with this new transformation, he literally one-shots Goku and Vegeta out of their ultimate forms of True Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. One punch. And don't forget, it took only one hit to kill Gas, who was stronger than both Vegeta and Goku. This means Black Frieza was playing with Goku and Vegeta. Just a light warning. Hey, here I am. I'm the strongest now. And the point here is that the power leaps that Frieza goes through in Dragon Ball Super are quite horrifying. But still, is he stronger than Beast Gohan? Let's briefly compare and contrast Frieza's and Gohan's fighting styles. We have Gohan, who likes to have fun in his fights, even when all powered up. But he is an arrogant fighter, and even Piccolo calls him out on this when he is training Gohan for the Tournament of Power. Piccolo explains to Gohan that every time he gets a huge power increase, he blows the fight because his arrogance and pride are through the roof. Yes, he inflicts massive pain to his opponents, but he thinks that he can toy with his opponent and then kill them whenever he wants. But the reality is that he pushes his opponents into corners that force them to gain an upper hand on Gohan. That's Gohan's fighting problem. Now, on the other hand, Frieza is not all that different from Gohan, in the sense that he likes to inflict pain on his opponents too. However, Frieza does it from more of a narcissistic and enjoyment side, whereas Gohan gets like this when he is mad about his friends and family being hurt. Frieza loves torturing people, especially when he has the upper hand, and when he doesn't have the upper hand, he gets desperate. He'll destroy the planet or do some type of dirty move to knock his opponent down. Plain and simple, both Gohan and Frieza are arrogant. They love to flaunt their monstrous power. However, Frieza fights dirty with no honor, where Gohan won't fight dirty even if he's losing. But lastly, let's talk about the story of Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super Superhero takes place after Black Frieza arrives. Before Black Frieza and Gohan Beast, however, the Oracle Fish states in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 68 that the strongest warrior in the universe will soon rise up. It's very hard to determine who the Oracle Fish is referring to, and I'll tell you why. First of all, not long after the statement, Granola wishes to be the most powerful warrior in the universe. So that right there would kind of mean that the Oracle Fish was talking about Granola. And then Gas's brother Elect made the wish for Gas. So then Gas became the strongest. So when Black Frieza one-shotted Gas, Goku and Vegeta were confused because Gas was supposedly the strongest warrior in the universe. But Frieza gives us a very makes sense type of answer. He was in a different dimension training. So when the dragon granted the wish, Frieza and his new power wasn't around and it wasn't calculated into the equation. So then, does this mean that the Oracle Fish was not referring to Gas or Granola, but referring to Black Frieza as the strongest warrior to emerge? Well, I thought so, and I still might, but then at the end of the Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 87, Goku asked Whis if the Oracle Fish was talking about Black Frieza being the strongest. Whis replies with, perhaps, or maybe the strongest warrior emerged elsewhere in our universe. And then the superhero arc begins. And this kind of implies that Gohan Beast is that character. So a few things to dissect here. Number one, the Oracle Fish can be talking out of his ass. We've seen him be loose before with his statements, and also as stated by Whis in Dragon Ball Super Manga 68, the Oracle Fish has had trouble sleeping. I know that this statement is stated because it's to showcase that there's a bad omen, but this could also just prove that the fish also isn't thinking clearly. Number two, Frieza was out of the universe when the Oracle Fish was speaking that prophecy. So even if the fish was referring to Gohan Beast, he also might not have calculated Black Frieza into that equation, just like the dragon. It is possible. And number three, we stating that maybe the strongest warrior emerged elsewhere could be a reference to Gohan, but he also could have just said that to amp up Goku and Vegeta. Let me explain. This isn't the first time that Whis or Beerus would have lied to Goku and Vegeta to get them to train harder. So the reality is there is no clear-cut answer from the Oracle Fish on who he's referring to. For all we know, we might not have even met this mysterious character yet. Regardless, we've gone over pretty much all the facts of both Gohan and Frieza. So who is stronger? Listen, this is again where the critical thinking needs to come in. Gohan leaped over a bunch of characters with his beast form. Characters like Orange Piccolo, True Ultra Instinct Goku, and Ultra Ego Vegeta. I am certain of this. But Black Frieza? Here's the thing. Cell Max was super powerful, but he wasn't at his full power because he was released early. If you look at Toriyama's statement, if he was at full power, not even Broly could beat him. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta still beat Broly with ease. So this would mean that Broly and Cell Max are still weaker weaker than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. And is Gohan Beast stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta? It's arguable, but I don't think so. And on the other hand, Black Frieza decimates Gas, the strongest warrior in the universe at that time, with one shot. And then he proceeds to knock out Goku and Vegeta. And mind you, this is still in their forms of Ultra Ego and True Ultra Instinct. And to me, I would say that those forms are both more powerful than Broly, still under Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Regardless, this would make me put Gohan Beast above Goku and Vegeta, and slightly less powerful than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. But more stronger than Black Frieza? I just don't see it. Black Frieza just trained for 10 years straight, and killed and knocked out the strongest warriors in the universe. Black Frieza is not just a little stronger than Goku and Vegeta at this point, but way stronger. Like, they're schmucks to Frieza. And I don't believe that Gohan jumped that high in power. Gohan Beast might be close to Black Frieza, but I think from Frieza willing to fight dirty to the math of his training in correlation to his power gains, I think Black Frieza just gets the dub here. Now, can Gohan get another rage boost while he's in his beast form and get the upper hand? Sure, yeah, that's possible. The fight itself between Gohan and Frieza is not 100% certain in who would win. And we've seen when Gohan is backed in a corner, he unleashes a power that no one can touch. But if they're just standing next to each other, comparing their power levels, based on what we talked about today, Black Frieza's training does more of a power boost than Gohan's beast training does for him. So Black Frieza, in my opinion, is stronger than Gohan Beast and is the strongest non-god / non-angel character at this point in time. Let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree. I'm very open-minded to hearing other perspectives. I just want to say thank you for watching. You are very much appreciated. If you do like the content, make sure to hit that like button, and also make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications to not miss any fire content coming out. As always, no matter what's going on in your life, stay strong, and just like Gohan or Frieza, find a way to win and never give up. Peace!